Hey there, I'm ZB. I'm a digital artist. I've been drawing since I was 10. Now I'm 19. Uh, I've always liked drawing, if that makes sense. Like, my dad has always really helped me with drawing ever since I was a kid. And so that's been a big part of why I've continued to draw. Um, as I grew up, my style got really influenced by like all the animes I used to love watching. And so that's why my style is really like the anime. Um, Aside from that, to me, I think art is a reflection of how someone may see or process the world. Like, it's not something to be concerned about, it's just probably how they process certain things. Like, even if it looks scary or if it looks like really weird, it's not always something that's supposed to be like looked and viewed upon. It may just be how they find it comforting to look at. Uh, yeah, other than oh, my voice. Other than that, I don't think there's a whole lot more about me that I want to talk about. Oh yeah, art tips. Uh, as far as art tips go, I've heard a lot of people like be sticklers for the learn to do it right before you stylize and mess up. I personally don't think that's such a big deal because I'm mostly self-taught and I've never really studied how the human body is supposed to work. Like, I know how it's supposed to work, but I've never taken the time to actually go step by step through like, okay, so this is how these things move in the body. I just sort of use my own body as a reference, and I start off with it being stylized, and over time they have gotten more realistic, but not really. So if you start off stylized and keep doing stylized, that's completely up to you. That's your niche. And there's someone that'll like that. And then my other piece of art advice is if you can't do something right, do it wrong confidently. Like, make sure that if you can't do it right, just go ahead and do it wrong, but make it look like it was done wrong on purpose, because that way it has more of a meaning than it just being an accident. It's something that you actively chose to do instead of something that it was just like off the cuff, like, oh, hello. That and colors, I think, are really important, not just to convey the meaning of the piece, but also to convey the vibe. Like, I use a whole lot of like really warm oranges and yellows and pinks and stuff because I want mine to have like a friendly vibe. And yeah, it's just something that could be really useful when conveying a vibe or emotion. And that's all I have to say. Later, dudes.